Hey guys, welcome back. It's Banana Cooler. I wanted to say thank you first off for everybody that's liked the videos and subscribe. We're growing quite a bit. We have really growing our subscriber base, so I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down there. Really love the comments as well. So comments and feedback are super helpful. So thank you for that. We're going to do a deep dive into the conference finals, Eastern and Western Conference Finals of the NHL as we head into the third round of the playoffs. And the playoffs have been great so far. We had a game 7 with the Oilers and the Canucks, and I think the Canucks just came up a little bit short. Their starting goaltender has been hurt, but their backup goalie was playing great. The Oilers have a lot of talent on their team. I begrudgingly have to say that. They hung on and won 3-2 Game 7. So now we're heading into Dallas, Edmonton final, or semifinal, I should say, and a Rangers Panthers semifinal. And if you've been watching the videos, I've counted the Panthers out twice. Will I count them out again? Who knows? Well, stay tuned. And here we go. All right, guys, let's start off with the Edmonton Hockey Club. I already said their name a couple times. I can't say it anymore. And the Dallas Stars. And this is just going to be a beauty of a series. You have, the usual suspects for Edmonton. You have Draisaitl. You have Hyman. You have McDavid. And for Dallas, probably Heiskanen, Wyatt Johnson, and Jason Robertson are their top three. When we talk about goaltending, you got to give the advantage to Dallas. Jake Ottinger, he is just phenomenal, and as someone in Calgary has seen, like I have, if you get this guy hot and he gets on a run, he can take over any series. Doesn't matter who he's playing. Has a .914 save percentage in the playoffs, which is pretty good, and a 2.27 goals against average. But let's be real, they played Colorado, who was pretty loaded for firepower. But this Oilers team is a different breed when it comes to firepower. And like I said, the Oilers' big three's been doing great in the playoffs so far, and we'll see how it goes. It's interesting. I think you see Dallas and you see how they built their team. And, they've built the team a lot through their drafting. And, they're set up. They have such a good team. They have a lot of talent. And like I said, they have, mixed in with some veterans, of course. But they have some really good young players. To me, they're set up for a long time. And like I said, with Ottinger in net, I think the Ottinger versus Skinner matchup's going to be a big one in this one. I'll give the advantage to Ottinger every single time. Skinner can be up and down, and when he's up, he's good, but he can be up and down. And I just think the key to this series for Edmonton is when they get on the power play, they have to continue to be lethal on the power play with their big guys. If they have any chance in this series, it'll be a huge advantage on the power play. I don't know if they have it or not. The Stars have played some really good teams, and credit to the Oilers. They're a good team as well. I just really think this is going to come down to who can keep the puck out of the net the most. Obviously, that's a cliche, but I think it's going to be Dallas. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from Calgary. I think it's going to be a really good series. I feel like it's going to go 7 games, and I feel like the Stars are going to come out on top. So that's my pick for the Stars to win the series in 7. All right, guys, we're back with the Eastern Conference Final preview. We have the New York Rangers and the Florida Panthers in this one. I think this is going to be the best of the two series in semifinals, round 3 of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. I have, and if you've watched the videos, I have bet against Florida 2 times already, and they've proven me wrong twice. So they're definitely a good team. You know, you got Tkachuk. Wow, you have so many good players on that team for Hagee. They have Bob in goal. And, you know, we're going up against the Rangers, you know, who have Shesterkin in goal, who I think I'd have to give the nod to Shesterkin on this one. Not by much, though. Bob's been stellar last couple seasons, and he's been really good in the playoffs. So you probably have to give it to Shesterkin on that one. I think the Rangers have played, I think, one less game than the Panthers, so that's probably not going to be an issue. You know, Trocheck's been playing good. Panarin's been stellar. Chris Kreider. And, you know, surprisingly, Alexis Lafreniere, who, you know, was such a touted rookie, I think 3 years ago. He's really kind of come into form in the playoffs. You know, I think he has 10 points already, and 4 of those being goals, and that's what they wanted for, to score goals. So we'll see how that goes. You know, they got the Panthers, they got past the Bruins, who looked good in round 1. Swayman, and, you know, the Bruins looked so good in that first game, and then Florida came back and, you know, beat them like a rented goalie. So we'll see how that goes. I just think this is going to be one of those series that I think is going to go 7 as well. You have, you know, 2 tough teams. You know, got to give credit to Florida. They've, you know, kind of rebuilt that team over the last few years. They're built for the playoffs. They're tough. You know, Tkachuk's a tough guy. He likes to stir it up. But you got some guys that like to stir it up on the Rangers as well. I think the Rangers, you have to give them the nod on special teams. I think they have a better power play. You know, it's really hard because Florida's penalty kills really good, been really good in the playoffs too, around 87%. I think it's going to come down this one, like it usually does in the playoffs, to goaltending, and, you know, which team keeps their composure and does their best to stay out of the box. I think the regular season doesn't mean anything, but the Panthers, I don't think lost. I think they were 2-0-1 against the Rangers in the regular season. But like I said, that doesn't really apply here. I think, you know, at some point I have to start taking Florida so they don't prove me wrong again. But this one's tough. But I am leaning towards Florida in this one. I think Florida will win it 7 games. And we should get a Florida-Dallas Stanley Cup final. So we will see. And yeah, like I said, make sure you like and subscribe and put your comments down below, and we will see if I am again wrong in when we do the Stanley Cup final preview. But thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Enjoy the games.